Part two. Sorry about that. I did all that and I never told you where the ideas come from, did I? Okay, well, here's the rest of it. So you got your sunglasses, your sunscreen if necessary, your workout shirt, your hat to keep the sun off you. You start walking around. Now, it doesn't matter if you're walking around or not, if you listen to a podcast or whatever. What matters is you're getting your mind off the work of writing a story. Okay? What do I mean by that? Well, a lot of times I sit down and I figure out my plot before I start writing. I already have a pretty good idea of my characters. In this case, this is Fourth Estate, which is part of the Double Blind series. The plot basically is Carly and Sergio are two detectives in this series, follows them on their various adventures. They're partners and best friends. However, she recently split from her husband, and he has always had a thing for her, so they started dating. Downside of that is, I said, she recently split from her husband because husband decided, they have two kids together, they've been married for more than 10 years, maybe they should work things out. So husband tries to get back in the picture, which means Sergio probably has to go out of the picture, which means Carly has to give him the boot. And she loves Sergio. She loves her husband. So there's your subplot. That's where their relationship is at. That part of their relationship is going to be explored, shall we say, in this book. But this book takes place during a rampage that I read about that really I found intriguing. So there was a guy who started killing people because he was upset about something, let's just say, some legal kind of a thing. And he was killing every link in the chain. This is not like a mafia guy trying to hide a crime. This was a guy who had enough of being messed with by the system, and he decided to, if there was something that made you upset, you might get the lawyer who was part of it. You might get the cop who arrested you. You might get the judge who convicted you. You might get the newspaper who wrote about it. So that's that story. So while that's going on, Sergio and Carly from different ends are going to have to work that mystery and figure out who this guy is, what he's up to, and where it's going before he kills more people. Now, how does everything I told you about hat and sunglasses figure into all that? I'm not sure it does, except to say this. Most authors really don't know where their ideas come from. But you asked me, so I'll tell you. My ideas come from all over. I see the ideas everywhere. I make notes on what might apply to this story or different stories. Part 3 coming up.